Pick your battle and not the whole war. The biggest mistake you can make is starting too broad. Something like, I do marketing or I design websites. It's like opening a restaurant and saying we serve food. Nobody remembers that. Get crystal clear on who you want to work with and why. You can find your true north by picking a minimum of one from these 4 angles. First, interest-based. What do you love? Lean towards that. Whatever it is for you. Passion often makes persistence much easier, and you will need to be persistent to succeed. What is it that you naturally consume, learning about even when you are not trying to? A service you can offer as a freelancer can come out of that, and if you find it, you will know your target clientele better than 90% of your competitors. But sometimes interests are just that, nothing that can make you money. So if you couldn't find valuable services you can extract from your current interest, or the available potential services are not profitable, then look into the second angle. Natural abilities. Are you naturally analytical or creative, etc.? If, for example, metrics excite you, any service that has to do with conversions could be a fit for you. If storytelling is your strength, focus on copy-led services. Your innate abilities can be your secret weapon. What is it that's naturally easier for you? Forget what is cool, what is trending, but look inwards and find a profitable service that align with that. If you can't find your natural abilities, or the services that require your natural abilities are not profitable, this is when you must think about the third angle. Money driven. Almost everyone loves money, but some people love it more than others and are willing to do the work necessary to get it. If that's you, money motivates you, and it doesn't matter how much work you need to do. Lean towards that source of motivation. Look at the highest paying services and pick one. Dedicate time required to learn it until you can offer it as a service. If money truly motivates you, it doesn't matter how hard the service you have chosen seems to be. You will learn it. You might hate it at some point if there is zero passion, so I hope even when you choose something majorly based on money, there is at least a percentage of excitement you get from doing that work. Otherwise, it will be hard long term. When you use this angle to pick a service, don't worry too much about passion or natural abilities. It's good if there is some passion, but it doesn't need to be at the same level as someone who is choosing their service mainly based on passion or natural abilities. If this angle still doesn't narrow the options for you, then experience-based might be an angle you need to laser on. Sometimes it's easier to make money and succeed if you choose a service or product within your area of expertise. It gives you authority and also make you feel confident, because the only way you get confident and not feel imposter syndrome is if you get good at something through doing it over and over. So if you possess experience in something, look if there is a market willing to pay for a particular service or particular services in your field and pick one. You don't need to choose one angle from the 4, but you must at least have one main that's guiding you, and the rest could be minors. So the takeaway from this step: choose one niche, an angle, one major and minors, and one identity. For example, instead of saying I do TikTok marketing, which is vague and broad, you could say I help fashion brands turn TikTok clicks into conversions. Step 2, define your market and their pain point. Then speak their language. To sell a service as a contractor or freelancer, you must understand the moment your ideal clients decide they need help. Think about it. It's not when they are relaxed. It could be when their ads are not converting, for instance. Before reaching out to a potential client or company or applying to a job you see as a contractor, look for real frustrations of both the potential clients and their customers. These don't have to be from the client you are particularly interested in, but they could be from other similar business owners, maybe venting on Facebook groups or on LinkedIn. Small business owners tend to share some of their frustrations with other similar-minded people, maybe in groups or on X and LinkedIn, where they can get advice from more experienced business people. On the other hand, customers who buy from those people, your potential clients, share their frustrations about products or services they are paying for. Usually you find these frustrations on Reddit threads or direct customer reviews. They might be complaining about a specific clothing brand or company selling them maybe a VPN that
loads slow, or gym wear that loses color after one wash, or the checkout page crashes each time. If your potential client sells gym wear to their customers and the customers are not happy, this means they are losing trust and thus potential customers. So even if they did not air out their frustrations on LinkedIn or X, just by you finding complaints about the brand on Reddit or direct reviews, this gives you crucial insights you can later use to build your proposal. When you're freelancing, understand that the cash flow doesn't end between you and your potential client. Your client also has their clients or customers. It is only when you look at the bigger picture that you can come up with unique solutions tailored and addressing pain points of your potential customers. Some clients will even wonder, how does she or he even know I was struggling with this when they read your cold email or proposal? They don't have to know you dug up Reddit or X posts, but it will show in how you write your proposal that you understand their potential pain points. This is what will make them want to consider you. Step 3. Validate the profitability and market demand before you build. Don't fall for the trap of spending months trying to pick a service, building an offer or resume only to realize no one wants it. A few hours of validation are more valuable than weeks of guessing and hoping for the best. No one cares how hard you worked on that offer or resume. You care because you worked on it, but it doesn't automatically mean it's being valued. And no, validation doesn't mean asking your best friend if your idea sounds cool, because what do you think they're gonna say? Some people say you should ask your potential clients what they struggle with, but that's not realistic because no one is going to take their time to tell you what they struggle with. The only time they do is after they have signed you as a freelancer, and then they tell you the details. That way you can better serve them. So how to validate the market? The easiest way, look at job boards. But don't apply yet. Go on Upwork, Contra, People Per Hour, LinkedIn, observe. What are people actually hiring for? What words do they use when describing the work? What kind of budgets are they offering? It's all in there. Whatever service you choose, put it on this job board and see if people are actually hiring those services. Step 4. Design your upsell from day one. What if you could charge more per project, not by working more hours, but by using AI to build something that your clients can't stop paying for? This is what separates freelancers who survive from freelancers who scale and thrive long term. You don't want to just deliver what the client asked, but exceed their expectations by having a premium offer ready. It must be valuable to the client, and in turn, you will be able to charge more. But how do you do this? Let's say your service of choice as a freelancer is funnel optimization for businesses. A sales funnel is basically a step-by-step journey where potential customers move from awareness of the product to developing interest, building desire, and finally taking action like making a purchase. So when you optimize a funnel, you are reviewing how customers move from the first click to purchase, identifying where people drop off. You fix those gaps by improving maybe headlines of the landing page, design, checkout flow, offers, etc. But here's the catch. Once you've delivered your recommendations and fixed the landing page, your work is done. No ongoing revenue for you, and days later, you are back pitching someone new. The cycle continues. This is what keeps most freelancers stuck in the same loop. You are solving problems, but you are not providing more value, something that they can keep using and therefore keep paying you. So to close this gap, instead of only optimizing a sales funnel, you could build a lead magnet delivery portal that gives the client even more value 24/7. A lead magnet is any valuable resource a business gives their potential customers in exchange for contact info. But most brands fail to make this compelling. They put a blank form on their website, sign up for updates, and wonder why potential customers drop off. When brands ask potential customers to put their email, it's because they want to be able to send confirmation if they buy, but also sales related emails later that will encourage them to buy in future. But if they can't capture your email when you visit their website, then they can't send retargeted ads or reminders that can later convert you into a customer. This is a problem you need to understand if you are a sales sales funnel optimizer, for example, and then offer a solution you can charge extra for.
Imagine you're working with a skincare brand and your job is to help them optimize their funnel in order to help the client convert visitors to buyers, or at least convince potential customers to give away their email. You can build an interactive quiz. Hostinger Horizon is the solution. It's basically an all-in-one AI partner, designer, copywriter, a tool you can use to achieve this. How it works is you describe your idea and Horizons instantly builds a working mobile-friendly website or web app, no coding needed. Backed by Hostinger infrastructure, you can set up a hosting, a domain, and an email with just a few clicks, ready to go and grow from day one.
The title of the quiz could be Take a Skin Type Quiz and discover which products are right for you. I'm going to type a prompt into Hostinger Horizons and let it create this interactive quiz for our imaginary client. Pause to read. You can even tell it exactly which questions to include if you want to be specific. This is the prompt, and now let's generate. Within minutes, the quiz is ready. What happens when someone takes it? I'm gonna go ahead and take it. It identifies their skin type, and at the end, it can redirect them to the client's personalized product page. The best part, you can include the product links directly in the prompt and tell it if, for example, the results are dry skin, it should direct to the specific link with products for dry skin. In this case, that would be product bundles created by the skincare brand or client you are working with. The client doesn't even need to embed the link themselves. You do it for them using Hostinger Horizon AI, and it's super easy to edit. I can tell it to change the colors, layouts, or even make more complex changes. Whatever you create, the web page or app is fully optimized for both desktop and mobile. Once you are happy with the design, you just click publish and that's it. It's live and hosted by Hostinger. This is what you can deliver to your client. They can put it as a button on their website or use it in ads or email marketing, etc. It's also a great recurring value offer. You don't just charge once and disappear. You can keep this hosted under your Hostinger account and charge your client monthly or as a lump sum. If they need updates or new creative ideas later on, you can just go back, write a different prompt, and edit everything. It's actually insane how fast AI is evolving, and if you don't learn how to use it and incorporate it into your services or in whatever you do, you will be replaced by people who do. How does this help your client and in turn help you get paid more? When a visitor clicks, say, an ad of this skincare brand, they will be taken to the Horizon or the Hostinger Horizon quiz page you created. Once the potential customer completes the quiz, which they are likely to do even if they don't want to buy, especially if they are curious about their skin type, maybe they are already struggling with acne or other issues, Horizons then automatically redirect them to the results page where they see their personalized product recommendation and maybe even a downloadable skincare guide created by the brand or a limited discount code offered by the brand. This solves a huge problem most brands have: drop-offs and loss of leads. Usually when someone signs up, they have to leave the site and check their email for the lead magnet. That's the moment the brand loses them. Once potential customers click away, they rarely ever come back. But with such a product, you eliminate that step by coming up with an idea of building a delivery portal within the client website using Hostinger Horizon and then explaining to the client how they can use this. You help them keep their potential customers engaged in one seamless experience. At the same time, you improve the customer experience. A quiz is something fun and people are likely to take. By them taking the quiz, the brand or client is able to capture the potential customers' emails for future sales targeting, and the potential customers don't have to receive an email immediately or leave the site. This is just one way you could use Horizons to increase your value and get more money. A few years ago, ago, what I've just described here would have required a developer and thousands of dollars in custom code. Today, AI has changed everything, and the best part about hosting a Horizon, you can use it for any service. Think of the problems your potential clients face and build something that can help them. That's how you easily elevate your business as a freelancer.
But Horizon is not just for freelancers. If you've had an idea that you've been wanting to launch but you haven't because maybe you don't know how to code, Horizon does it in minutes. Even if your idea is complex, you can iterate, refine step by step until you are happy. Maybe you want to build a job search platform and become the next LinkedIn. If you want to bring any idea to life, this is your all-in-one AI partner. A tool that combines design, development, and writing skills, and it also integrates popular platforms like Stripe. No coding needed, just describe your idea in one of the 80 languages, so it doesn't even have to be in English, it can be in one of the 80 languages, and Horizon will bring it to life. They offer 24/7 expert support. They have a 30 days money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and publish your idea in just one click. Step 5. Create a proof-driven portfolio even with no clients.
You don't need a list of past clients to build a portfolio that builds trust. What you need is evidence that you understand the problem, the process, and the results. Firstly, build case studies around practice projects. Create a mock version of the service you'd offer them. Show your process. Explain the strategies or strategy behind your choices. Use visuals if applicable. Secondly, do one free project, but with boundaries. If you're going to do free work to get your first portfolio piece, don't do it just for anyone. Choose a dream client or a brand you'd actually want to be associated with. Set a scope. Treat it like a paid project, then use the results and feedback to power up your credibility. Thirdly, package your portfolio like a story. Don't just dump screenshots. Show the journey. What was the problem? What did you do? Why did it work? What were the results or insights? This is what will get your potential clients to pause and read your pitch or proposal. Put in some effort or don't bother.
Step 6. Don't charge by the hour, charge for the outcome. Over time, hourly rates keep you burnt out, but outcome-based pricing gives you authority, builds leverage, and freedom.
When you charge hourly, you are putting a price on your time and not your expertise. You also limit your income. There are only so many hours in a day, and unless you plan to clone yourself, I don't know how because AI is not there yet, then there is a cap on how much you can make. Most clients, especially those with bigger budgets, don't care how long something takes as long as it's within the set deadline. When you shift from time-based to value-based pricing, everything changes. You earn more for the same work, you attract better clients who care about results, and you break free from the time for money trap. If you are a complete beginner, you have to start there, unfortunately, charging per hour, but have this pricing strategy in mind from the get-go. There are also services that use hourly rates industry-wide. You can't then come and change that, or at least not easily. In that case, unfortunately, you still need to charge hourly. But for some services, especially selling directly to businesses as opposed to individuals, it's better to charge for an outcome once you have built enough clientele or once you have some experience.